Get yourself comfortable. One theme that really comes through for me is how difficult it is, how challenging it is to be in a human life, human body, human relationships. And we could just acknowledge that. And that pattern, I think a lot of us know so well, of either being dissociated, kind of just letting the mind go off, or through eating or Netflix or other ways that we distract ourselves. And then when we come right into our experience, there's so much sadness there. And I think, especially around the holidays, it's very obvious the effect of our whole life on our life now. The effect of the way we were when we were young, adverse childhood experiences, that we kind of got robbed of the optimal brain development we might have had. And that our own capacity goes up and down. And the capacity of the people around us often makes things more challenging for us. So let's kind of let all of the nuance and complexity of that just kind of be in our attention, in our awareness for a few minutes. What's specifically going on with you? Notice what feels like in your body. Stay connected with your breath. And always notice if there's kindness, if that's possible. Even if we're feeling like we could have handled it differently or better, maybe not eaten so much sugar or done something differently, especially if they're feeling something like that. Just to notice if you could be kind and patient and compassionate with yourself, especially when there's suffering. And to open that space for it to be just exactly as it is. For you to be as you are, for your relationships, for the impact on your life of all of this. Could you let that be just as it is? To acknowledge what it is that really sucks, that really hurts. Even when we understand and we can have that perspective of how that all kind of operates, just to really let it in, the opposite of denying it. To really let it in, this is how it actually is, and this is how I'm feeling. And if there was unlimited kindness here, what would that feel like? No conditions. Just this straightforward acknowledgement. This is what it's like, and this is what it feels like. This is how I feel. And can I be really kind? Accepting as well. This is just how it was. This is how I dealt with it. This is how I feel. It's a tough situation. And then, if you would like, bring in the most benevolent presence that you can imagine. You might have a person in your life who feels such goodwill towards you, or maybe it's more of a compilation or imagination. Just bring in someone who absolutely wants the best for you. There's no judgment. They accept you completely as you are. And maybe that's you. Maybe you accept yourself that way. And what would that person want you to know? Feel that in your heart center. Maybe there's words, maybe there's images. There's that empathetic understanding. I really get it, what it's like for you. I love you. It's not your fault. I accept you. I don't need you to be different than you are. Just offering up this unconditional love and acceptance and kindness and patience. And see if you could just bathe in that for a few minutes. Stay in touch with your body and your breath. And notice what it feels like to be in the very same situations, very same feelings. Only now there's a compassionate presence here. See if you could allow that to be here, to be absorbed into all the cells of your body, into all of your being, your mind. And there's no New Year's resolutions, there's nothing you need to fix. Just this really wise perspective on your situation and how you feel, and this unconditional love and acceptance of who you are. Breathe that in. Really let it be in your whole system. And then when you're ready, come back. Take your time. Notice if there's any hesitation, if there is a opening to that. For so many of us, there's this underground feeling of something that we're doing wrong or that we are wrong or that we don't deserve even our own unconditional love and encouragement. This might be something to work on more than once if it's not fully available yet. It's possible for it to be available, to really love ourselves in this way.